Good afternoon. Today I want to talk about theme. Now, you probably remember theme from your English classes, but a quick refresher. The theme is really the main idea of a story. The thing about theme is that the story doesn't usually come right out and tell you what the main idea is. When we write papers in class, we have to come out and just say, like, I'm arguing this, and this is my main point. But stories don't do that. Stories instead give us hints about what they're trying to say. A good example of theme can be found in children's stories. For example, in the story of the three little pigs and the big bad wolf. You know the story. There are three pigs who go their separate ways. They build houses. One builds a house out of straw, one builds a house out of sticks, one builds a house out of bricks. The wolf comes along, and one by one he blows their houses down until he gets to the brick house, which he can't blow down. So, what's the main idea of that story? Well, it's probably that hard work pays off because the first pig built his house out of straw, and it blew over very easily. Well, he built it out of straw because he was kind of lazy. The second pig built the house out of twigs, which is better. He's got a sturdier house, but he didn't do the absolute best that he could. And then finally, the last pig built his house out of bricks. He did his absolute best, he worked his hardest, and so um, he had a house that could stand up when the big bad wolf came along. And he kept all of his brothers safe. So, the theme of that story is that hard work pays off. The story never tells us that, but if we're reading and paying attention, we kind of learn that lesson. So, how would I explain that? Well, if somebody asked me a question like, what is the theme of the three little pigs? I would say, well, just as I explained, the theme of the three little pigs. Now, that's me restating the question because you always want to restate the question. Is that hard work pays off? And then a really good answer is going to give some examples or reasons from the story why that's the theme. And so I'm going to just write down what I just told you. Um, the pigs build different houses with and some work harder, some are lazier. Lazier pigs' houses are blown down, but the pig who worked the hardest builds a house that can stand up to the big bad wolf. So there you go. I have a good explanation of the theme of the three little pigs. So, themes are in every single story, not just children's stories. Any movie that you watch and can think of probably has a theme. Any book that you've read has had a theme, and in your classes, you've probably talked about the theme quite a bit. So, what I want you to do today is I want you to go to this assignment, Theme 1120, and I want you to watch this film, Rebooted. This film is a little over 12 minutes long. As you're watching it, I want you to think about what the theme of the movie is. What do you think this movie is trying to say? What do you think the main idea of this movie is? And then, also, just as I have here, why do you think that? What reasons can you see in the movie that tell you that this is the theme? I want you to watch this movie with those questions in your mind. Um, then you're going to submit the assignment. And when you submit the assignment, you're going to say, I think the theme of Rebooted is whatever your thoughts are. And then you're going to give me reasons from the movie, just like I did with the Three Little Pigs example, that tell me why you think this is the theme. Do your best. And if you have any questions, please let me know. I hope you all have a great day, great weekend, and we have a short week tomorrow. Remember, I will see y'all on Monday. Y'all have a great weekend.